Equities end the week slightly lower than they did last Friday, but it could have been a lot worse. Going back to October 12th, we've seen very much a downward momentum trade in equities. Not all at once. We did see some wider trading ranges, but we did recover some of those days, but we kind of saw the continued tone trading lower until we hit that 50-day moving average at 3,400. Now we bounced off that, and we'll settle about 50 handles higher at around 3,450 this week. Again, that's lower than last Friday, but it could have been a lot worse, as with a lot of uncertainty swirling around there, a lot of earnings coming out. We do have next week's earnings, which are going to be big. So there's still a lot going on out there. And the fact that we held on to our bullish momentum in the macro picture says a lot. And we're still within a stone's throw of the all-time high set back on September 2nd. So even though we're lower this week, it doesn't seem like we took a lot away from the market. At this point, we still have a lot of upside. And certainly we know where our support is down at that 50-day moving average. The VIX index volatility, well, it's continued to trade within a very tight range, 25 to 30, and it hasn't really seen a whole lot of dancing outside of that yet. We poked our head up and below of that 25 to 30 range. We haven't seen it settle outside of it since September 8th. And at this point, it looks like as we head closer and closer to the election, things may start to stir up a little bit, but we haven't seen any kind of preliminary trade that would suggest that. So really no fear priced into the market. And what do we have next week? As I mentioned, we have earnings coming out. Big pharmaceuticals, the exchanges, including the CME, along with some of those big tech stocks, Microsoft, Twitter, Apple, Google. So there's going to be some price swings in the equity markets when some of these numbers don't hit their number. And at this point, I think that equities will be looking a little bit more forward as to what happens with clarity on the election, clarity on the economic recovery and potential lockdowns. Likewise, that stimulus package that we still haven't gotten through. Obviously, the equities are pricing in a lot of hope and optimism there. So a lot still to come in equities, despite the fact that we do have a lot of key events moving forward. We can't forget that FOMC meeting is also the same week as the U.S. election, so a lot coming on. So equities, while we did see a downward nosedive towards the 50-day moving average, we did see a healthy bounce heading into the weekend. It'll be interesting to see if we can hold that level despite the fact that we have so many numbers, earnings, and of course the U.S. elections just looming right around the corner.